The journey that they come along with us is one that hopefully shows different facets of my personality, but at the end of the day, surprises them. So I'm honest with my dishonesty, but I really love it, and I love that reaction that you get from them. And sometimes it happens, and then there's that beat of almost silence where they're comprehending what they've seen, and then you get the reaction.
Have you always been a bit of a cheeky boy?
I have, Tony, as you know, and I think that my true facet in terms of the way that I like to connect with the audience, first of all, what you see is what you get. You know, I am basically like this off stage. All right, on stage it's a magnification of my personality and cheek, but I hope that they are charmed at the same time as being ultimately deceived, because there's a phrase that says that nobody minds being deceived by a gentleman. So if they don't like you as a performer, I think it's an uphill battle. I think you've really got to connect with the audience and make them feel comfortable. I think it's a matter of breaking down the barriers sometimes. I think you've got to deal with people differently according to what kind of personality they are. So if as an audience as a whole they're harder to crack some nights, you've got to work at them and you've got to blow them away with incredible magic. And then you get their respect. I think it's important as a performer not to go out there to desperately want to please, but I think it's more important to desperately hope to gain respect for your craft and for what you do, and to get them along with you on that journey and that ride, and to just enjoy themselves and to have an amazing time with you. I mean, life's so short that we get to spend an hour together in Edinburgh. They come in, hopefully they have an incredible time and an incredible experience, and tell every single person that they meet about two-faced deception. You know, because marketing is, you know, once people have seen your show, they're the best marketeers for the future audiences.
Yeah. Why should anyone watch a magic show?
Because it's incredible. Because it's the only art form that makes you think differently. It's the only art form that challenges you. How the hell is that done? As well as entertaining you. You know, you can go along to a play and you can be swept along by suspension of disbelief. You can go into that scene and really live it vicariously. But it doesn't affect you in the same way that magic does, because magic challenges you. Whether you want to admit it or not, it does challenge you as an audience member, because there's that, how the hell does that happen moment? And if you package that up in a really entertaining and dynamic way, then I think you've got a good formula.
Yeah. Do you think deep down everyone likes to be fooled, but sometimes people don't admit it?
I think you meet different kinds of people, don't you? There's the people who go, I just love it and I never want to know how it's done. That's marvellous. And then you meet the other ones like, oh, I'm really, really frustrated because I just want to know how you do it. I just want to know the secret. So I think the majority of people are a combination of the two. But I think the wise ones are the ones that just sit back and take it for what it is and enjoy it at the level it's meant to be enjoyed.
And why do you love magic so much?
Because I was so fed up with the porn business, Tony. I've told you before. The adult entertainment business wasn't what it is now. You know, widescreen wasn't as wide. Dolby surround sound wasn't as effective. On a serious note, I've always loved magic. I've loved it since I was 5 years old. This is what I was meant to do. And I wouldn't do anything else in the world. I consider myself the luckiest man alive because I get paid to play. And every time I go to work, I love it. And I get excited about it. And the day I stop getting excited is the day I give up. The show is a combination of organic sleight of hand, of mind control, but in a very different performance style. There's pieces of technology that combine with those elements to create pieces where people aren't really sure how the hell it's done or what it is they're watching. But then it all comes together to just kick them and to fool them and to like create this moment of hopefully jaw-dropping astoundedness, if that's a word. Not sure.
Cool. What about the technology side? Because you're saying there's things to do with like being Like maybe it's recorded, maybe it's live. Just tell me a bit more about that.
Well, I think some of the effects that we try to achieve, when people start to think about what it is that they're watching, first of all, they'll be entertained. Secondly, they'll be amazed, but then they'll be confused as to what it is they've just seen. Have they seen a pre-recorded piece of film? Is it a live feed on a green screen? Is it a twin? Is it a double? Is it an actor? Is it a stooge? How's it being projected on there? How's it working in real time with the audience? How's it connecting with the ever-changing situations and scenarios and yet still coming true? So people are incredibly amazed. And like I said to you before, there is that beat, that moment after it where often there's just stunned silence. And then they applaud because they're trying to compute what they've seen. They're trying to understand it. They're trying to grasp it. They're trying to manipulate it so that they can gain an understanding. You should come and see the show if you want an hour in Edinburgh that's going to blow your mind, that's going to entertain you, that's going to astound you, and that's going to give you something that no other show in Edinburgh is going to give you. It's going to make you feel great. It's going to make you feel confident and assured that you know what's going to happen. And then, boom, the surprise comes and it hits you time and time again. If you want to see something you'll never see anywhere else in the world, Two-Faced Deception is the show to see. And it's the show to experience and to enjoy and to interact with. It's not a passive experience. People come in there and they'll be embraced by what we're doing. And they'll have a lot of fun.